It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Ready? 18 Rattler.
On first down, Thomas. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Thomas. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
The Eagles had 8 and 5 to start play. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Thomas. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 6.
They go play action. Winston. Flush to his right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On play action, Winston.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play fake. Winston.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Again, it's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
From the 38, Thomas.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read. So timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Winston. It's completed to Caldwell.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Winston.
Finds his man, that's Olave on the crossing route.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jameis again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Thomas. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Keon Crossan.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back to throw. Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 96 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run it again with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Thomas now on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Rager. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Caldwell. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Looking to throw. Thomas. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this returnable for Rager. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Throwing, Winston. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Eagles 14.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Come on.
At the Saints 32-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Off the play fake. Thomas. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brings up 2nd.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
Play action now, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Jameis now on first down. His throw incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action. Winston. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Winston. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Saints. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Eagles 17.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Here's Thomas. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Thomas. And this one almost intercepted.
far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
This offense so far on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense.
Touchdown! Alvin Kamara,
his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, Thomas. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
This is caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Thomas throwing on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Caldwell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd and a yard, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Saints 56, Eagles 17.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Room to run at the 50.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 2nd and
2. Looking to throw. Thomas. This is Smith with a grab.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
14. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. And now here is another interception.
And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston here to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Caldwell. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw, Winston. Evans has it left side.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
They'll throw again. Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He'll buy some time right.
This one taken in by Olave.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big